488 Ferrari. This one's going back to California. We're here in North Carolina. So we're a Porsche and exotic shop. We do select European makes as well. This one is in very awesome shape. This is one of the best Ferraris ever made, in my opinion. This is a really nice car. We're going to show you guys the process that we take to perform a pre-purchase inspection and to check everything like the paint depth. Some of the things you want to look out for when you're buying these is, you know, if the miles are low, like on this one's got 6,800 miles and the tires have already been replaced. Well, because it's a 2017 and they are over 6 years old, you should replace them. But these are original tires. This tells us that the miles are the same and they have not been turned, because Ferraris are known for their miles being turned. If you look at the tires, they're in good shape. However, they're plasticky because they're over 6 years old, so should be replaced. But that's one of the ways you can tell quickly without even checking anything else. But we could also tell by the brakes. This is why it's important when you're buying one of these or any high-end vehicle. There's devices now that you could turn down the miles. These cars wear out. They're very expensive. You may have a low mileage Ferrari, but then everything's falling apart. You're replacing things. And we've seen that before. We've seen Ferraris that came in with 4,000 or 5,000 miles, but they're clapped out and it looks like they have 40,000 miles. Like, you could just tell by the way the interior looks and just the condition. But we normally can tell. I take care of their cars unless it's a rental, and then you got to worry about the miles anyways. But you can see this one's been well taken care of. And as far as I know, this one has 3 or 4 owners, which is pretty impressive because it's in good shape. Like the seats, I mean, we have a little bit of not a whole lot, we just got a little bit of discoloration, you know, the typical sticky button situation. Nothing that you don't see on Ferraris, that's very common. But overall, it's in amazing shape. And if you're looking to buy one of these cars, be sure to get it pre-purchased now. If you're in the North Carolina area, we'd be more than happy to help you with that, because we'll look for things like that. And or if you own a Lamborghini, we do quite a few Lamborghini Aventador SVs, SVJs. So looking at this car, it's pretty mint. I mean, it looks like brand new. You know, this is kind of the typical stuff, just like the paint's already starting to fall off this horse. You know, the struts are not holding because it's, you know, 2017, but just like anything else, they wear out just like any other car. But overall, it is a pretty nice example. Just has minor scuffs. Paint's original. Unfortunately, they didn't run the PPF on this. So because they didn't run PPF, there's small little rock chips. But it's not terrible. I've seen worse. And the lights are not all chipped up. So for the most part, it looks pretty nice. I mean, bumper has just slight scuffs underneath, you know, and then the under paneling has a little bit of scraping, but that's normal wear and tear. And it's got 2 keys, so that's a really positive. So let's start it up because we're gonna bring it inside. It sounds amazing. It's very clean. But just remember, just because you have 6,800 miles, you still have to service your Ferrari every year. If you don't service them, you're gonna have problems. Everything needs to be serviced. If you don't service your Ferrari, it's gonna cost you a lot more whenever you do end up needing to do that service, because if, let's say, something cracks or breaks and you avoid it, and then it breaks all the way, then it damages your other components around it, and it's a dominoes effect after that. Fluids should be changed yearly on these cars. Engine oil every year, because acidity creates oil leaks, and oil leaks are a problem, because then if it's a big oil leak somewhere where you can't reach, engine out, gearbox out. In ways, I like this one better than the 458, and the 458 is a naturally aspirated. So here's what we got going on. Curb scrapes, some scratches on this side as well. There's the actual rim curbed. Here's our sump. There's no oil leaks or anything like that at the time of inspection. The covers are all intact. some scrapes here with a little crack. So on the diffuser we have a little bit of scraping here. We see this actually quite often. Everything's pretty intact. Scuffs on the exterior side, but overall they're in pretty nice shape. The brakes have plenty of pad life. 2016 tires, so they do need replacement due to age, and they are original, so that's nice. And yeah, the underbody with the wheel liners, everything's pretty intact as well. Anything in the front, it went over something, but little cracks right here, so it's nothing crazy, just these have slight damage. From what we could tell, the paint pretty original condition. There is kind of minor scuffs, little scratches like on this side right here. It's pretty much buffable. So you know, there's some PPF on the edges from the factory, but overall the condition of this paint for the year. Rock chips right here is from the wheels when they turn. So same thing here, that'll need to get touched up. And then of course on the bumper, little spider crack right in this area. So on the inside we have the stickiness. Every single button here is going to be sticky, pretty much every plastic bit here as well. And then of course this, so fairly common. Now somebody took them off on the window switches. This is still okay, but the gray right here has some stickiness to it as well. These are still pretty good. This one's still starting to stick as well. Looks pretty good. Don't see any scratches. Just your normal wear and discoloration here. Right side, carbon fiber, good shape. Box. These struts are falling, so they just need to be replaced. This Ferrari logo, the paint is coming off of it. This is actually, it's actually loose. Idle's pretty smooth on cold. So all the components that we have tested, things working. So there's a vibration after the top is lowered, but the top operates as intended. So we just finished scanning 488. It's got no issues. Just a couple of old electric codes that are not relevant to anything. At some point the battery was replaced, so there's an AGM battery here. So they were triggered by low voltage. But anyways, we're done with this inspection. Time to go on a test drive. If you guys are looking to do anything with your Ferrari or any services, we offer regular maintenance, regular service, and anything from repairs, performance. Guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.